So you're on the set of Friday as a security guard.
That's right.
You had mentioned that you had never, ever really told anybody that you wanted to do acting.
Yep.
You wanted to be behind the camera,
Yep.
not in front of the camera.
Yep.
And so when did your big break come? When did you get an opportunity?
You know what was amazing? I had friends in the business because doing security, I knew a lot of location managers.
Right.
And the location managers would hire the security. And this location manager became a friend of mine. He said, hey man, Denzel's shooting down here in the jungle. It's a movie called Training Day. You wanna come down and take a look? I was like, I get to watch Denzel do his thing? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm coming. I'm walking. I said, when is it? He said, man, come on. They shooting all night. So he said, you gotta come late, like 10 o'clock. About 11 o'clock, they'll start the filming and the whole thing. And so I'm down there in the jungle, man, and I'm sitting there going, ooh, and I'm watching this Denzel, the car, that cul-de-sac, the whole deal, and I'm going, ooh, this is hot. And I'm watching Denzel get ready. He got the chains on, he got the do-rag, the whole thing.
Is that the King Kong scene?
This is the King Kong scene. Bruh, now, let me tell you this, and you gotta understand how magical this was, man. Antoine Fuqua, the director, saw me standing there. And again, by this time, remember I went back to the gym.
Right.
Because I had been going back to the gym about a year or so, I was kind of still in shape.
Right.
He said, hey man, you wanna be in this scene? I said, yeah. He said, hey man, just take your shirt off. See your tank top. He said, I'll put you in the scene. Bruh, I'm like, never acted. You talking about no acting.
Right.
I stand there, I'm looking, I'm like, okay. And I just got that NFL man, like you know, you about to come in, you facing off against somebody, right. and I said, just don't say nothing and just mad dog it. I said, oh, don't tell me. And that was it. And so Denzel's doing all this, and you see I'm just standing there the whole time like this nigga. And dude, it changed my life. When you say, like, that went to the Oscars, bro. Like, it was me and Denzel when they showed that scene on the Oscars. My mother was like, you in the Oscars? I said, well, I'm not at the Oscars, but I'm in this scene. Right. And I was hooked. Like, when I say hooked, because all I had to do was because remember, man, I'm on the NFL field and my mind is already going all right. I was like, this is what I always want to do. I said, man, now I'm in my element. Don't mess this up, right? Bruh, watching this, then I got a chance to look at his script. And his script was on the card. And he had written, the wages of sin is death, on the top of his script. I was like, he's stunning. And I watched how he prepared, and I was like, that's that level I have to get to. That's what and all of a sudden, there it was, the acting thing. And what happened was, Cube remembered me. He's like, yo, man, you the security guard. Because everybody loved Training Day. When Training Day came out, he said, man, we doing another Friday. I got a call from the location manager. They said, hey, man, Cube, people want to see you. I went in. It was me, Katt Williams, sitting next to each other in a little bitty room. And he was like, man, come on in. We got this. Because Tiny Lister didn't want to do, my good friend.
Yeah.
God bless his soul.
Yeah.
Tiny Lister didn't want to do the third one. And they said, we got a new character, a guy named Damon and the whole thing. I was like, and see, you got to understand too, I had nothing to lose.
Right.
Like when I say nothing to lose, I came in there like Craig and Day Day. Just the niggas I want to see, you know. And bro, I had nothing. I went back to Flint on them. I was like, oh, this is where I came. These are the cats I knew.
Right.
And I came in there, man, and Offset, Cube, everybody, they're like, ah, they're like, oh. And then Katt came in and just the audition. And they said, you in. And Friday after next. Listen, I saw Q probably about a month ago. And I walked up to him, man. I said, dude, thank you. I said, you have no idea how many careers you started just by giving us that shot.
Right.
A lot of people never, ever really give props where props is due. You know, because they're like, well, I didn't get that much money, but dude, that was my start. Listen, I was in a little bitty cubicle. Man, I was just thankful. I was walking around. And listen, and what was so crazy is me and Katt was homeless at the time. Wow. So Katt was living in his trailer. And me and Katt said, hey, man, and I remember talking to Katt, I said, Katt, I said, we never get another opportunity. We got to make sure they remember us. I said, because we the two new cats in this whole thing. They know everybody else. Right. I said, but it's me and you. And remember, man, I was not going to let what happened in my football career happen to my entertainment career.
Man, I'm listening to you tell the story, T. And the way you telling the story, football never gave you the high that what you got by just doing that.
Exactly. I knew I was in my destiny. When I say, and this is what I'm saying, I found my destiny. I was gone. When people see that scene in Friday After Next, look, you turn the sound down, it ain't a comedy.
Right.
We was crying.
Right.
We were deep. They was so in it. He was crying, I was crying. People were sitting by the monitors like, what are we looking at right now? Because I was so gone in and I said, this is what, and then it was so wild because I didn't even want money anymore. I said, I want that feeling again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's too, because you could talk about athletes and money and all that stuff, but there's a point when I'm sure when you just catching and doing everything right, you want to chase that again. They call it the zone. They call it what it's just flow, whatever that is. And let me tell you, you know when I hit that flow again? When I was doing White Chicks. That movie, White Chicks. Everything I said just flowed.
Friday Up Next, White Chicks came off of.
Well, it came after that.
Right.
Because again, you're talking about the whole, the Black Hollywood is very small.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw, and once Friday After Next hit, people were like, this dude. And so what was so great is Keenan Ivory Wayans was like, hey man, we got to get this dude a shot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
they're like, man, we want some of that on us. And
Right.
it kept, on all my business, Shannon, in this town has been repeat business. I mean, the reason I was with all these Sandler movies, Adam Sandler called me. But the thing is, when I did Longest Yard, which was my revenge on the NFL,
Right.
me and Michael Irvin, the whole movie, I was like,
yeah.
this is the one everybody gonna remember. Like, good God, like, who gets that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember Chris Rock was like, hey man, he's on the movie, Longest Yard. He said, dude, you killing, I got something for you. I said, what is it? He said, don't worry about it, I got something for you. I go home, the script for Everybody Hates Chris is literally on my doorstep. I open that up. He's like, I want you to play my dad. Because he saw me and my wife and my 2 kids out there in Santa Fe, New Mexico, when we was filming Longest Yard. He was watching. And that's the thing another people, you got to remember, everybody is watching. Everybody is watching. And so then I played Chris's dad on Everybody Hate Chris for 4 years straight. This man, when I look at my life, man, I just thank God for every opportunity. And now this is another thing, because I'm now reached the point because I play with all these guys and they're gone. Now I'm losing actors. Man, Andre Bauer passed away last week, and he took me under his wing, man. You talking about one of the best actors
Right.
of our generation.
Right.
I mean, Juilliard trained, absolutely incredible, Emmy Award winning, dramatic beast.
Right. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Right.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, who was able to come and flip it to a comedy like that. And I was like, man, what is the secret? And he never, this is another thing, he was like a super all-pro who could have looked down on all of us, but decided he was just gonna pull us all up with him. 61 years old. I look at God, he was like my big brother.
Right.